Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Learn Haircut from Scratch with 4HL. Today I want to teach you guys about fading. But before we go to fading, or before you fade any hair, you have to first of all clean the hair. You have to first of all take the level of the hair to the level the customer wants. So in your conversation with the customer, you first of all ask the customer, how down do you want your hair to go? For the person to describe it, it's very important because that is what you use to cut your first skin or your first fade or your first step. That's what I'm trying to say. Because most customers don't really know what they want. So you have to decide for them the kind of haircut you want to give them. And before you can do that, it's very good to ask how much hair should be cut from the person's hair. So with this particular one, I'm going to go with the 3-step high fade. 3-step high fade. So let me take this opportunity to explain to you all the steps in the fading. When you come to this fade game, we have the 3-step fading, we have the 2-step fading. And we talk about the 3-step fading. 3-step fading is obvious from the name. It has 3 steps in it. And the step that differentiates it from the 2-step fading, it's the skin fade. The one you take it to skin. That makes it the 3rd fade, the skin fade. And with the 3-step fading, we have the 3-step mid fade, 3-step low fade, and 3-step high fade. 3-step low fade is simply letting the skin fade go very low. 3-step middle fade is just allowing this particular fade go in the middle. And this one I'm doing right now, you see it has climbed all the way to the above the eyebrow, and that is the 3-step high fade. 3-step high fade. And we are calling it a 3-step because you see I'm shaving to the skin, and that is the first step. I'm shaving to the skin. You saw me drawing the line. I did not press the machine that much because when you press the machine very deep, it will create a line that cleaning it will be very difficult. So one thing about haircut is that you should be very fast because customers want to go their places for their activities. So in as much as you want to have a very good haircut, you should also be very fast because people are waiting on the queue. So don't create a line that will delay all your time. Create a line you can clean around and you can clear very fast. So this is the high fade you can see right now. You can see. So I'm going to fade one side. I will leave the other side, and I will use this particular one to teach you guys. Just follow it. I'm so sorry for my camera. It's just changing focus and all that. And the position of my camera, my hand will block the view little, but I will explain whatever I'm doing here. I've just started with this series, and perfection will come along the way. So just bear with me and follow. So on this episode, I'm teaching you how to fade. How to fade. Take your time. There's no hard feeling in it. So your first skin fade is done, and that is what I've done correctly. If you watch it closely, I just took it the C cap. We call something C cap, where you create your C line to join the main hair and the beard. I've just cleared it from the edge of that point, and that should tell you that I'm working with high fade. And since it has gone to skin, I will say 3-step high fade. That's it. So after this, you create your second step, and in creating your second step, make sure that you flick your machine. You flick it. You see how I'm swinging my hand? We call it a flicking. When you flick, what happens is that there's no hard line created to blend. The line created there is not so difficult to blend. So see the movement of my hand. That is what we are flicking. If I just throw my hand in a direction, you see, this is a flicking gesture I did right now. If I just throw my hand, not in a flicking mode, on that line, cleaning it also is going to be very difficult, and it will take your time. So take notice of that as well. And the length of your second step should be equal from all sides. Just look at the length, the distance from my first step to the second step. It just kind of, I'm using tape measure to do that. I'm not, let me stand this way so you see. So I'm just doing the blending like that. And because I flake out, blending is very easy. See how fast the hair is blending. And let me teach you guys, I always blend my second step to my third step for so many reasons. And one of the reasons is that when you blend your third step and the second step together first before blending your first step, it makes it so easier to get a very sharp and a very good fade. Because the moment you finish blending the first step to the second step before blending the second to the third, what happens is that the fade looks nice already. So you might not even finish blending, but might think in your mind you are done. But when you allow the down to be there for you to blend the second and the third, the down cannot miss you, you see. So when you finish with that one, you come to your down, and now you can blend it with ease, and you will get a perfect blending. So all the time you guys watch my videos and be like, you are very good, you blend so good, how do you do your fading? So please, you might know all these things I'm doing, just humble yourself and still learn. I'm doing it for beginners. So you see the movement of my hand. Hair grows in a particular direction, and most of the time when you are fading, you shave along the direction of the hair growth. So you see me throwing my hand in every direction differently. So when I'm coming to the back, you see I'm just throwing my hands down direct. When I'm coming to the ear side, I'm throwing it direct to the ear. And when I'm going to the hairline side, I'm throwing it along, kind of moving my hand towards his eye, because that is the direction of the hair. And it gives you that good fade. And that is what works the magic. So people will watch it and be like, you are very good at your fade. That is how I achieve it. So you as a new barber coming up, you can also be practicing. Haircut is more or less like riding bicycle. You can watch it like this. If you don't practice, it's very difficult to grasp whatever we are doing. So you just watch my hand movement. I'm blending the third step and the second step, so that is the step that can miss me. When I blend the down one, which is the first step, you can easily lose some of the vital things to blend on the second and the third. So now that I'm done, I'm not totally done, but now that I see clean fade with the second and the third, I'm now going to clear my down. And clearing the first step, what I did was I opened the gear. I opened the lever. So lever opened. When you open it like this, you just, at times don't watch the machine, just open it. Use your machine to flick on the line. And when it's not going, or when the line is not cleaning, you can just see with your eye watching it. So you add little increase to it, and with that you just increase it till you get the line removed completely. And that place too, we still do the flicking method. If you don't flick your machine, you are going to create another line, and that happens to the new barbers, the people we take in the shop for the first time to teach. What happens is that you give somebody a work to do, and they will fade and will never finish. The reason is that they don't flick their hand. They don't swing their hand from down to out. That's what we call that flicking gesture I did for you guys to see. If you don't do that, what happens is that you will create another line above the line you are cleaning, and you will go to that line to also clean. So at the end of the day, you are cleaning the line, creating the line, cleaning the line. So those people, usually what you see with them is that after their fade, they have faded the hair from the first step, has become like from down to the crown, and they will spoil the hair. So the only hair that can be done for such a person is a Kora, or what they call the Santo. So basically, you can just see me flicking my hand on the line, just on the line. I'm kind of vibrating on the line. To and fro, back and forth, because this technique makes me finish faster. I'm just vibrating on the line, and it's just going. It's giving you that clean and sharp look. You can see it. You can just see it from the video. It's just clean. Haircut is one of the easiest things. If you learn it, guy, you are just going to grasp it. I have guys I've taught from scratch. They never knew anything about haircut, and today they are in the shop. They are working with me. When they shave and you see it, you will marvel. It's a beautiful thing to do. So just see me doing it, flicking my hand out, and now you can see a very good blend between the first step and the second and the third. You can just see it so obvious, so clear, so obvious. Everything is just showing. So I'm just fading one side to show you guys. I'm not fading the other side. I will leave the other side unfaded and do that off camera. And I also do the dye and everything, but not in this camera, to show you the final look of this particular customer. This episode is episode 2, and I'm showing how to fade. So it's simple to learn. After this one, I will do the hairline. You know, hairline is one of the important parts in haircut. I will show you guys how to give any particular hairline you want. You don't have to push back. You just have to know the forehead of the person, then the particular hairline, or where the hairline should pass, irrespective of where the push has gotten to, where you are supposed to let it be. So that will be in the third video. I mean the episode 3 of the series. It's just coming soon. And after we are done with the hairline in that episode, everything I will teach on that hairline part. After we are done, I will show you guys the dye. Then we go to the women's hair. So just follow me, subscribe to the channel, share to people who want to learn. And now you can just see the fade. Just a clean fade. So clean, without any dye, whatever. It's just a clean fade. Check it compared to the other side. You see the magic of the clipper. Just few minutes me standing on that side. Look at how nice that side has become to this side, you know. And this customer has a very good, nice hair texture, and it's making the work easier. So that's it for the fade. I hope you practice whatever I've taught in this video, and you're going to be perfect like myself. So this is the final look, guys. Sharp. So everything looks nice. I'm going to teach you how I did the dye, everything in the subsequent videos. So I'm not going to combine everything together. I always want to do it one after the other. Don't be bothered. Take all your time and learn. Take your time and learn. It's going to help you. So that's the final look. You can see my customer is looking elegant. He's looking so nice. And if you do this for your customer, they will come back. Thank you.